Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am MarauderEX, and this is Let's Play Albert Odyssey. This is going to be part 15, and I say that because, yes, the video is just going to sit there in the background for a second while I rant. This is going to be part 15 because I tried to do part 15 just a moment ago, and I failed. I'm ridiculously underleveled for this point, as far as what's coming up next. So, in the original part 15, at the end of it, I died and got a game over. Yeah, sucks. So, I went back, loaded up the save file. Instead of coming right back to this point, I went through and just power leveled outside of the village, losing a couple of items, and the life root for one, yeah. That's how I know that I was ridiculously underleveled. Aka got one-shotted by something and died, and I had to use the life root on her to make sure she got XP. So, yeah. It sucked. So, what I did is I went through, leveled up, got both Pike and Aka to level 10. Aka's learned 2 new spells. I'll show them to you as soon as I get a chance to. And Pike hasn't learned anything, but he's gotten a little bit stronger. I also used some of the items that we got, the power potatoes and the magic tomatoes that raise power and magic respectively. I gave one of the MP boosting tomatoes to each character, one to Pike and one to Aka. And then I gave the power potato, which raised Pike's HP, his max HP. I gave that to him. So here we are, we're back, this is part 15. I may include the original part 15 at the end as kind of a blooper video. As a, haha, I screwed the hell up. Alright, so we're back. Here we are with Leos. She's fine, she wants to hear the stories, what's going on. And we're going to tell her our story. Now this one, I don't think there's a difference between the two, because it's a long story, it started in my village. I mean, it's the same thing, you tell the story. Either or, the result is the same. Leos can't help us. Which, I know it's kind of a letdown getting to this point, but I mean, really, like I said earlier, we are still very early on into the game, so it's kind of silly to think we would have found a solution just now, when in fact there's a ton of people who have had the same problem. I mean, our village wasn't the only one that Belnard and the forces of Redoria have struck against. And now poor Leos has probably the most depressing statue room ever. Canis? Who's that? Speak of the devil, and they shall appear. Well, he shall appear, but And the namesake of the game finally comes in, Albert. Like I said, this is a Gaiden game. I don't know if I mentioned that in an earlier LP or not, or an earlier video. But this is a side story of the Albert Odyssey universe. These characters not fit into the I guess, canon storyline. But Albert is apparently a main character in one of the other games, and this is one of his descendants. He is a heartless bastard, and your profanity is excused. Yes, we want to find someone to cure all of these people and cure my sister, and that would be the end of the game, wouldn't it? you'd be wrong. Yeah, we're really not strong enough. I'm not strong enough to deal with the next part, let alone Redoria's legions. And no matter which one of these two you choose, you're conned into staying here for the night, which is required because, like I said, the story progresses very linear. We don't get too many real choices. And Eka goes to sleep in her own room. Alright, and this part is phenomenally hilarious. I'm going to do a very specific answer to this, because that's Leia. Why is Leia here? Normal. And she's beckoning me. We could either take Leia's hand or give her a big bear hug. Now, I'm just going to run into the assumption that, oh, it's not a dream. I'm not going crazy. It's really my sister. She's fine. I'm going to give her a big bear hug. Yeah. Duh, holy shit. So not my sister, and I eat wall. And this just, it gets... Yeah. Again, only in a working designs game. And... shit's going down outside, man. We've gotta go and investigate with Scooby and the gang. Now, I wish there was a save point in here, because that would make life so much easier. But there's not. As you can see, that looks kinda like one of the people we summoned from the spells, doesn't it? Yeah. Yoink. Oh yeah, kinda was supposed to go down the middle. Whoops. Yes, Memnox are kinda quasi-vampires. And no, this is not Twilight. These vampires don't sparkle. Alright, I don't think... yeah, there's nowhere to save in here, and I don't think there's anywhere else I can go. So we'll just go ahead and leave. And yeah, it's creepy, there's fog. And we can get into fights in the town, and that was the part that I wanted to avoid, if at all possible. Alright, this is actually where we're going to end it for this episode. I will see you all in our next installment. Later, everyone.